Listen, everybody knows the bandit is broken, okay? She dashes everywhere, she just does so much damage, and she stuns everything in her sight. And a lot of people think she's unstoppable, but the one thing people don't understand about her is actually how her pathfinding works. Okay, and today I'm going to teach you guys some positioning tips to counter the bandit. Let's go for this archer here, and let's try to get our 2 goblins here, of course. Perfect, perfect. Actually, we can cycle quite a bit. Wow. Okay, let's do this. So today I'm going to give you guys some positioning tips on how to counter the bandit. And while I do that, guys, today's a special day because we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I actually hit 10,000 right as I was walking to a class today. I saw it on my phone. I pulled up my YouTube studio and it said 10K. And I was like, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I really couldn't because this is not something I could have imagined when I first started making content. So I'm very blessed, everybody. I'm very blessed. Let's go for that guy. And we kind of missed it, but it's fine. We could go for a... we'll see. We'll see. We can just farm up a little bit here. We can go for that. And... yeah, we can upgrade that. Perfect. I'm going to do some farming here. And then let's get the rangers. Because for this demonstration, I do want to use the rangers, actually. Because I would say the biggest counter... or bandits... the biggest counter to rangers is the bandit. And this placement is the difference between winning and losing the round. Now, obviously, the 3-star bandit is busted. You're going to lose a lot of the cases, but this placement will actually give you the chance to win, is my point. So let's try to find an archer here. Perfect. We could sell that. We could sell that. Let's go for the... let's try to get some more rangers if possible. We can go giant skeleton and prince. Either one is good. Princess is good as well. And then... we could sell that guy. Let's go for a prince here early on. Maybe get a 3-star prince if possible. That would be huge. Unfortunately not. I think somebody else might be running rangers. Yeah, that guy. That's a bit unfortunate. We do get a 3-star prince though. That's very nice. And then I think I'll go for the goblin machine here. But I'll show you guys this placement in the next round. How it works is you're going to separate your rangers. So you have one, your most important on one side, and then your other 2 rangers on the other side. And basically, the bandit will dash back and forth to the front line. So it'll basically prevent the bandit from damaging your rangers too much. So this is the placement. And how it works is the bandit's going to dash here, back, things like, so like kind of like that. Because before the bandit could just go like boom, 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 and it's dead. But here it's going to take more time. It'll do something more like this. So it's going to be a lot better for sure against the bandit. So that placement will help a lot. But basically, I want to talk about myself as well. Just to kind of introduce myself to you guys. Because, I mean, I've talked only about the gameplay in most of my videos. And now that we're kind of at a bigger community... look, I don't see 10,000 as a number. I see it as 10,000 actual people who like my content enough to want to see more. And enough to interact consistently with it. Which is crazy to think about. 10,000 real people. I mean, it's just baffling to me that there's actually 10,000 people who see my content and actually enjoy it. So, yeah, he's running rangers, but I have the... what? Oh, I guess there are 2 extra rangers in the pool. But basically... oh, he's dead. Never mind. So the first time I started streaming actually was in middle school. And I was in 8th grade. And look, as many other kids, streaming was my dream career. Okay? I feel like streaming as a dream career is so popular these days because, I mean, number one, gaming in general is really popular. I mean, who doesn't want to play games for a living, right? Who doesn't play games a lot all day anyways? Number 2 just seems desirable, right? You get paid a crap ton of money to play games all day. Like, who wouldn't want that, you know? Let's try to get a merge here. We could block the Mega Knight. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's go for that. And let's try to get, like... maybe we can block other stuff. Okay, we block everything. I guess I shouldn't have sold the Valkyrie there. That's the only thing, but... we're going to test out the anti-bandit placement, and we're going to see how it works, okay? So... I think I might switch these 2. I think he might switch his queen right there. He actually doesn't, interestingly, but we'll see the anti-bandit placement in real action here. But I started streaming when I was in 8th grade. I started streaming Bed Wars, Minecraft Bed Wars, if you guys don't know. Look, the princess is untouched. The princess can't be touched from the bandit, okay? Look, obviously this is still the best comp in the game, but do you see how close this was? This is insane. Like, the bandit, the reason we lost was not because of the bandit, it's because of the queen. Now, obviously, look, he sells the best comp in the game, and our Dark Goblin here is not max level. So that's obviously a big difference, but you could see the bandit there was not getting any value. We can maybe go for a max level Skeleton King, because I feel like our prince there was not getting... Wait, what? Our prince there wasn't getting much value. So we could try to replace it, I feel like, with a max level Skeleton King. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're going to replace it like that, because we don't really need to knock anything back. So hopefully this does help. Placement-wise, I think I'd rather do this. Maybe have... Oh, he switched it. Okay. I was going to say I'd rather have my Goblin Machine not on his Bandit so we can get more value out of it, more stuns, but that should be okay. Wait, look at this. This is crazy. The Bandit gets 0 value. This placement is actually game-changing. If you want to use it, we might actually win the round. Oh my god, we're going to win the game. Guys, you need to use this placement if you're not already with the Rangers. This counter is the #1 counter to the Rangers. It's so good. But anyways, look, as your typical 8th grader, middle schooler, whatever, streaming is my dream career. I started my first stream, Minecraft Bed Wars, and I got 0 viewers, of course. Not very surprising. Of course, I just booted up the game, and I had big dreams. I was like, you know what if I might start out with 10 viewers and then go up to 50 and 100. Of course, unrealistic views, but I got 0 viewers. And it honestly kind of crushed me, because I saw no progress, of course. And as a kid, I got pretty discouraged. I got discouraged very quickly. Get a murder. Okay, sell everything here, and then let's go for the... I'm gonna go for... We could go for aces, I feel like, actually. We could sell that guy. I'm gonna go for the... We could maybe go for aces. We'll see... Yeah, we can probably go for... I feel like the bandit's already taken, kind of, unfortunately. I'll have to see here. I feel like the bandit is taken. But maybe worst case I can go, like, Rangers? Because I don't think the Rangers here are getting taken. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Okay, perfect. We'll just go Rangers. Yeah, good pivot. Because I noticed I got that 3-star. If you guys didn't realize, I did get that 3-star once. Okay, we can go for the... Oh, no, it's 3. Oh my god, he has the... Oh my god. That's so cooked. But basically, I got the 3 Dark Goblins once, so I was like, oh, actually, maybe this is not taken, so I can maybe go for this. Let's go for this guy. Nice. We maxed that out. And we can max out our Golden Knight soon, so this could be really nice. Unfortunately, though, that guy did take all the princes, so we can't get the noble buff. But we have the max Rangers. If we don't face, like, the most broken guy in the lobby, we should survive here. So let's go for a knight. Look, our comp right now is fine. We should win. If we lose, that's just unlucky. We should be able to win this, but I got 0 views in my first stream. I decided the next day, and I put up a story on my personal Instagram saying, hey guys, I'm streaming on Twitch. And everyone at school saw it. And the only viewers I got the next day were from my school, but that wasn't the best choice, because it was sort of like they were mocking me for trying. Like, I had 0 viewers other than them, and it was kind of like a, look at this guy, he's trying to stream but he has 0 viewers, you know. And it just didn't feel good. Okay, it really didn't feel good. I think that's the biggest fear of most, like, early streamers these days. Is like, oh, what if somebody finds me? We do get this. He is full undead. I don't think... We'll see. This is kind of problematic for us, but we'll see. So I just quit there. I was like, you know what? No progress. Right? But it was kind of like my dream kind of came crashing down. Because, look, I don't like school, okay, obviously. I don't want to be doing that. And I thought, ideally, I would stream in my life. That's how I'd get my money. And streaming is like the only thing I actually enjoyed. Gaming is the only thing I enjoyed doing, pretty much. I didn't like school, academics, none of that. So when I saw it didn't work, it was kind of like, yeah, like, oh, just everything came crashing down, kind of. I mean, it was overly dramatic. I was in middle school. Let's go for the clan here, actually. And maybe we can go clan rangers. That's like my only savior, to be honest. Maybe a max level bandit, actually. Unfortunately, no. We do empty shop there. Oh, this is going to be tough, man. Let me just say, we might actually take the L here. You might take the L. So I started making YouTube videos in, I think it was 10th grade during COVID. I started screen recording Clash Royale, actually, conveniently. It was Clash Royale. I started recording my pushes on ladder. But the thing is, I wasn't good in ladder. Back then I was like grand champion, which is not remarkable. I was just outside the top 10,000 range. So that's not good at all. Like, there's no reason for somebody to watch me over someone else. So I was getting like no views again, and it was discouraging. I stopped streaming. And that brings me back to this past summer. Okay, if you guys don't know, I am, I guess, a bit of background information for me. I'm a student at Georgia Tech, so I study computer science right now. I'm a college student. And last summer, I said, you know what? Merge Tactics came out. It was a brand new game mode, and obviously there was no content on it. So I was like, you know what? Streaming and making content is my dream career, so might as well just give one more shot at it. And look, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I tried 3 times in my life, and I gave it my all, and I would have no regrets if it failed. And at that time, I was watching a lot of Clash streamers as well. About a year before that, I watched this kind of, he was a smaller streamer called FXN. I know none of you guys know him. He was on Twitch, and he was just really chill, dude. And I thought the job was appealing. And throughout the years, I've also watched Juicy J. Of course you guys know Juicy J. He was my biggest inspiration because, I mean, look, I started watching Juicy J when I was in high school, and I guess, do we get anything good? I think I'll sell that, actually. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start merging here because, I mean, we get some good stuff. I'll probably sell that, and then I could put this guy in and then just go for this goblin machine here. But I was watching Juicy J and I was like, wow, this guy's career looks so appealing. Like, he plays games all day, and he probably gets paid a pretty decent amount. And that's just something I wanted to do. I was like, I love gaming either way. And this is just something that seems to kind of kill two birds with one stone. So that's why streaming is so appealing. Hold on, let's get some merges here, and what can we actually go for? No rangers for sure. We could go for, I think we could go for the 4 ace actually. So let's do that. Let's maybe get a 3-star XC if possible. We can go for the Mega Knight, and then please Bandit ideally. Okay, look, for now we have to do that. Oh, 3-star Bandit, that's unfortunate. We can go for throwers though. So let's sell this princess, and let's go for the throwers. I think we should go for the undead throwers because we have our giant. No, we can go for the rangers actually. That's huge. We can go for the rangers here. Let's do that. Also, this is gonna be a bit of a longer video, just more of like a casual, like, yapping style video. So let's go for that. Please tell me you didn't get the 3 archers. I'm gonna risk it and just try to pick up an archer here. Oh, I missed an archer. That's not very good, guys. I'm trolling. Please tell me we can get it back. If not, that's on me. That would be so sad though if I can't get another archer. Please tell me I can get another archer. Please. Princess? Like, I'm getting everything but the archer. That kind of leads me to believe that it's not coming back. We'll see though, we'll see. Okay, we lose anyways, which is fine. It's 3-star bandit. But yeah. So I was watching a lot of Juicy J, and I mean, he's so entertaining either way. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to look, I'm an introvert, but I feel like I was born to be an entertainer, if that makes any sense. Another lucky discount. Okay. Let's go farm some elixir. Oh, miss buy there, unfortunately. Let's farm some elixir here real quick. This is what I like to do. I just like to farm and then just sell everything. Okay. That's pretty good. I'll take that. We could go for the 4 jugs, I would say. Let's upgrade that. Let's go for... Yeah, we can go for the 4 juggernauts here. Beautiful. We get a knight. And then let's merge this guy and then sell him. And then we could put these guys in here, and then we could try to get like a good merge. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for the Skeleton King here as well. And then I think what I'll do here is I'll sell that guy. And then we could go for him. And then we could farm up a little bit. Maybe get like a 3-star... A 3-star Goblin Machine? He has a knight for some reason. He has a P.E.K.K.A. I have to go for a P.E.K.K.A though. I have to go for a P.E.K.K.A. So I think we just have to find a P.E.K.K.A if possible. Don't tell me he has all the P.E.K.K.As already, dude. Okay, let's go for the max. Okay, nice. That's good. Nice. We get a P.E.K.K.A. That's huge. Okay, he just sold it. So I think what we can go for now is possibly like a Golden Knight. That would be pretty nice. I think Golden Knight Bandit is ideal. Oh, he has a Golden Knight though. So let's see what we can get here. Maybe we could go for like a giant skeleton or a ghost. I'll go for either one of those. Or a prince. I just want something a bit more unpopular. Okay, the pool empties out there, but that's fine. We have a pretty good comp for now, I'd say. Definitely a very tanky comp. But yeah, so I was watching Juicy J, and dude, the crazy thing is Juicy J knows me, man. He was my biggest inspiration to start streaming. So my content creation career began on Twitch. And I'll talk a bit more about my first experience, my first stream in a bit. But I started on Twitch. So I started streaming because of Juicy J. I was like, well, I want to be exactly like Juicy J. Because he entertains me. I mean, his career it's the only thing I'm passionate about, really, in life. Okay, that sounds kind of sad, but I mean, it's true. So let's go for the prince, and then we could go for noble buff. Yeah, we could go for this. But it was what I was passionate about in life, really. I'm not passionate about anything in school. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. So I started streaming, and streaming was so fun. I actually got viewers. I think my peak in about like 2 weeks, I got 50 viewers as a peak, which is insane. I was so grateful talking to to all these people. And you know, the first time I started streaming, it was hard, okay? I sat at my desk, I remember this vividly, and I was staring at the go live button. And I was nervous because I remember the past experiences. I got mocked for streaming, okay? And I thought about those experiences, and I was like, do I really want that to happen again? I don't have to stream. Nothing is forcing me to press this button and go live. You know, nothing is stopping me from not doing this. But I think there's like a fly there. I forgot who told me this, but it was something along the lines of, if you want to live a life that nobody else lives, then you have to do work that nobody else does, or something like that. The idea is that if you want to live a life, you know, that other people are too scared to go for, then you have to do the work. You have to take risks that people aren't willing to do. The average person's not willing to do. And I remember that, and I was like, screw it, let's just go live, right? This is my dream, and I'm willing to give up anything for it. So I went live, and I got my first viewers in that stream. I think I got like 6 viewers, and to me, that meant everything. It was 6 real people that were watching my stream, that were interacting with me. And so that motivated me to keep on going, you know? Let's go for the Skeleton King here. Prince Max, beautiful. Mega Knight, we could low-key go for a Mega Knight too. Oops, I did not mean to sell that. Nice. Wait, this is actually beautiful. This is beautiful, bro. This is actually so beautiful. We could actually go for the Archer Queen here, just in case. There's like I don't know. There's so many flies here, man. I don't know why, but is there a bandit? There's no bandit, but our comp right now is so good. But it was 6 people I was interacting with, which was so cool to me, because just imagining 6 people, like I tried 2 other times, I got nobody, and now there's 6 real people who are enthusiastic and willing to talk to me, and it was great. So the next day I went live again, I got even more viewers. The next day I went live, I got even more viewers, and it was so fun that I streamed, I think, an average of 8 hours for the first week. I liked it that much. Okay, unfortunately we got second place there, but I liked it that much that I just started streaming. I forgot about everything. All the problems, everything I had going on. I just forgot about it. I loved streaming so much. And after that, I started making content on TikTok because somebody told me, oh, you can't just stream, right? Because you can't just stream because people won't find you. Because how Twitch works is it shows the highest viewing, the streamers with the highest views at the top, and people my #1 supporter, actually, his name is Hoagie. He said, you have to make content on other platforms to get your name out there first. So I was like, okay, let me go make some content on TikTok. So I did that. I started making short form content. That's how maybe a lot of you know me. Because TikTok is the first platform I quote unquote blew up on. I didn't blow up on it, but I had some pretty decent videos. And I think I have like, as of now, I have like maybe 8,000 followers. But my second video I ever made, it got like thousands, hundreds of thousands of views. So it's like, wow. And so I started streaming on TikTok and I was getting hundreds of viewers. And I was like, this is insane. Like, there's hundreds of people in my life. But the thing with TikTok is, yeah, there's 100. The number is good, but it just didn't feel as I was interacting. Like, it didn't feel as much of a deep interaction, I guess you could say. We need to farm up a little bit here because we are a bit delayed, but we could just go with this for now. What is this? Pandora's Bench? I'm not going to use it. So, it just wasn't feeling as fulfilling. I love Twitch because Twitch is where my #1, like, my most loyal fans were, my day ones were at. The most active chatters, the most, I don't know, the people I had the most deep connections with. But I kept uploading on TikTok. And by the way, if you guys are new to content creation, yeah, definitely uploading on YouTube or TikTok is a great way to grow your brand. So I was doing that, and I loved it at first, but it wasn't as fulfilling because, I don't know, it just didn't feel like, it just felt like I was talking and just kind of reading chats, like reading some text. It didn't feel like interaction. And that's what I like about content creation, actually interacting with people. We can get this merge and then sell it, and then I did see some throwers there, so I think I'll go for that. I did see 3 of the executioners there, but unfortunately we're gonna get literally nothing. So thank you for that, game. Hopefully we can get a merge here. We could at least get that, and then we can go for the ghost, I would say, and then just go like this. Hopefully we don't die here. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna lose, but so I started making content there, but at the same time I was uploading my shorts to YouTube, and I kept getting comments saying that you should upload long form videos to YouTube because long form videos would be more helpful, right? Because the short form, it was under a minute. It was just like, oh, here's some tips you can use, and there was no gameplay, and people were like, I want to see you play. So I sat down for the first time, and I was recording a YouTube video, and I kind of saw YouTube as this platform where I had to do this crazy editing, so that's why I was discouraging for the longest time. So I sat down and I probably recorded for a solid 3 hours, just trying to get the perfect take. And eventually I got it, the perfect take in my mind at the time. I uploaded the video, and the video blew up. It's my best video, my highest viewed video to this day. It has over 100,000 views, which is insane. And I was like, wow, well, I'm getting comments, and I could just interact with these comments. These people are thanking me. They're like, wow, great video. You helped me so much. The best comments I receive are the, wow, I made it to X trophies. Thank you because of you. Thank you so much for your help. And those comments just make my day because I get so many of them, and it's like I'm actually making an impact on people. Like, look, I could have either played merge tactics alone in my bed, 10 hours a day, just grinding, gatekeeping everything, or I could make videos and help thousands of people climb up. And to me, that's so much better because I'm actually making an impact on people. And at that point, content creation didn't become a thing of, oh, maybe it's something I could make some decent money on and do something I'm passionate about, like something that could hold me over. I have to get a goblin here. The RNG is just too bad, or the merges are too bad. It became a thing of, well, I don't even care how much money I get. This is what I love to do, and I want to do this for the rest of my life. And so I switched to YouTube and streaming, and I started making more long-form videos. I started getting more comments. I love seeing all those comments. By the way, if you guys comment on my video, I do read all of them. I don't respond to all of them, but I do read all of them. Let's put this guy in here. The promotion. And long-form videos, I didn't find my true place in content creation just yet at that point because TikTok, it didn't feel like I was making a true connection. I didn't like TikTok that much, to be honest. Actually, what can I go for? I could go for Rangers. We need to lock in and go for these Rangers here. I have to just sell, to be honest, because our start was just really terrible. Come on. Come on. Okay, I have to put these guys in. And then hopefully we survive. If we don't survive, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really think I could have done much there, but I didn't like TikTok because it was just short form. I don't really like short form content as much because it's just the audience base is just like scrollers who are kind of just there for 5 seconds and then leave you. But what I prefer is like actually making a deep connection. That's why I talk a lot in my videos, because I actually want to have like a conversation with the viewer. I kind of wanted to make it seem like that, right? We can go for a princess here, and then I think I'll sell that just to kind of keep the cycle. Unfortunately, I do miss that, but we could hopefully get it back. Yeah, we get it back, which is really nice. And I'll probably farm. I need to farm a little more though. That's the thing. Princess upgrade, huge. Come on. Come on. Okay, so okay, upgrade that. Okay. We're gonna lose, unfortunately, but hopefully we do survive at least. I didn't like TikTok because of short form, and also I didn't like streaming every single day because, I mean, it was taxing, of course. And I also did want to grow my brand and kind of reach a bigger audience and kind of help push more people. So YouTube, I found my perfect, maybe you could say, not really a middle ground, but I just genuinely loved YouTube because I could interact with people. And I had timeless content that anybody can view at any time. Because the one thing with streaming is that people obviously can only show up when you're live. But with YouTube videos, I mean, people could show up anytime. Right, so whether, I don't know, I upload in the morning. If I upload in the morning or whatever, you can just view it at any time, which is what I really liked. And I like this style of video the most because it's like, it feels like I'm making a genuine connection with you guys. So after that, I started uploading daily, and that brings me to here. And the, I guess, amazing thing is, my 8th grade self never would have pictured this. This is obviously, as I said, this is, I guess, a dream for me. And my 8th grade self and my 10th grade self would, I guess, I've never imagined the life I'm living right now. And let me just say, the point I'm trying to make here is, the best decision I've made, I think I might keep that, just try to take the win for now. But the best decision I've made, and I'm going to get the bomber because he has a Valkyrie. Okay, that's fine. The best decision I've made is pressing the go live button. That's the best decision I've made, just starting it. I had all those nerves, right? I didn't have to stream. I didn't have to go live, right? Nobody forced me to, but you just have to step out of your comfort zone sometimes if you want to reach your dream. And that quote, I still love that quote to this day. That's my favorite quote. I don't even know who said it, but that quote that said something along the lines of, if you want to live a life that no one lives, you have to do work that no one else does, or something like that. I still love that quote to this day because I feel like that just perfectly embodies that decision. You know, and I hope a lot of you guys can sort of live by a similar quote, or at least remember that quote, because that quote is like the realest thing I've heard in a long time. But unfortunately, we do lose to levels there. I forgot what this video is even about. Oh yeah, Anti-bandit. The reason I chose the Anti-bandit placement for this video is because it's just so simple. Like I don't need to talk about it for like the whole time. I just have to mention it and we're good. Nobody has a Dark Goblin, so that's perfect. I should be able to get it. Yeah, I should be able to get it here. Perfect. And then we could maybe go for like a 3-star prince here. Perfect. Nice. We level up our princess there. Huge. We block everybody else from going rangers, which is huge. And yeah, we're in a really good position here. He has the 2-star queen, unfortunately. That's pretty unfortunate, but we'll see what we can do. We have our 3 Dark Goblins here. We might be able to max out our Rangers after this. That should be really nice. And I think, what should I go for here? I'll sell the Valkyrie. And I ideally want to get some merges, farm up a little bit, and then I guess we could try going for like a... We could go for like a Skeleton King. Ooh. Ooh, I'll sell the Prince, or I'll sell the Skeleton King there, and then we could go for this. Perfect. And then I don't want to sell that. Actually, perfect, guys. We're going to try the anti-bandit placement here. We're going to go for that. And then Prince... Oh, I was going to try to move it for the bandit, unfortunately, but that's fine. Guys, anti-bandit placement. Dude, the bandit couldn't even dash. What? The bandit couldn't even dash. This is insane. Because I think what the bandit would have done there is it would have dashed maybe to the middle target, I think is how it would have worked. So that's super good. This placement is so good if you're running Rangers, by the way, because now you have one less counter to really worry about. I mean, obviously the bandit's still broken as heck, and they need to nerf it, but you're in a better position. You're in a better position is what I'm trying to say. So, I mean, it just feels unreal. 10,000 subscribers, 10,000 real people. And I guess another point I'm trying to make is, in the past, I was focused on, I guess you could say, money. I wasn't focused, but I was like, obviously I had to think about money for a career, right? I was like, the reason I chose computer science is actually my father is a computer scientist, and he kind of vouched for the career. So obviously he had a big influence on what I'm pursuing. But also, it's because computer scientists make a crap ton of money. Who doesn't want to be rich? Like, I want to be rich. Software engineers make, like, high 6 figures. Low 7 figures if you get really high. Like, who doesn't want to make that? Right? But what I realized from this is... Here, we could go for this. What I realized from doing YouTube is... Look, being rich is awesome. I mean... Can I say this? Like, my family... we're not rich, but we're not rich, but we're upper middle class. Like, upper middle class. Like, we can live very comfortably, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're not rich though, like, but so I've lived a life of sort of decent wealth, you could say. So I guess I know how it feels to kind of be in a very comfortable spot financially. But what I realized from YouTube is that rather than being rich is what I thought I always wanted in life. But the past 3 months, I've genuinely been at one of the happiest spots I've been in my life, because this is something I love to do, right? And I find genuine fulfillment in not only playing this fun game, but also, more importantly, actually connecting with all 10,000 of you guys. And having the feeling that I've built a community of people who are equally passionate about merge tactics. And I don't know, just knowing that 10,000 people every day would enjoy watching my videos, and that it maybe makes your day like at 1% better. And that feeling is better than... It's more fulfilling than being wealthy, I guess. From my experience. I'm not rich, but from the experience I've had of being upper middle class, it's better. And that's the moment I realized that, yeah, money is not everything, right? Me personally, I'd rather be doing YouTube and waking up loving what I do every day, knowing that I have an awesome community, and knowing that I would love to do this. I would be, what's the right word? I would be happy doing this every day for the rest of my life. And yeah, maybe I'd make a bit less money, but as long as I can actually survive and, you know, maybe live decently comfortably, I'd rather live this life than being a software engineer, making high 6 figures, being, you know, very rich, but maybe not loving what I do every day. So I guess that's an important lesson I learned. You could take, I don't even know how many of you guys are watching this video up till this point. It's 34 minutes long, but if you are, that's my wisdom, I guess you could say. That's what I realized. Obviously, I'm 19 years old, okay? I don't know everything about content creation. Look, I'm not Juicy J, who is just absolutely the GOAT of streaming. By the way, I still can't believe Juicy J knows who I am, man. This is like meeting your heroes type of thing. And, oh my, I can't believe it, dude. Like, it's just crazy to think about, man. Juicy J, the guy I've not grown up, I guess you could say, but the creator I've aspired to be like, my role model for years, knows who I am. I mean, that's the craziest feeling. Obviously, I should have anti-bandit it there, but do I really care about this game we're playing right now? Not really. But it's just so crazy to think about. I don't even know. But that's what I've learned so far, and I guess the most important thing is just do what makes you happy. And that one decision to go live is really what changed my life until this point. So sometimes you just got to step out of your comfort zone and remember that quote. If you want to live, oh my God, I don't want to butcher this. If you want to live a life that no one else does, you got to do the work that no one is willing to do. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you like and subscribe. If not, I'm not going to force you guys to, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.